Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon Perna, the world's hairiest and most emotionally insecure football anchor. And today, I've been tasked with providing a preview of the Broncos training camp, or as the veterans call it, training bra, which means training Broncos rookies a lot. Just ignore that a lot is one word in that acronym, as Bill Romanowski came up with it years ago, and I'm not gonna be the guy who tells him he has terrible grammar skills. Now to get to the training bra preview, let's head out to Dove Valley for some live pre-recorded crap I did earlier this week. We're here live at the closest pharmacy to Dove Valley. I had to make a little bit of a pit stop. My mom gave me $20 to pick her up her medicine, which of course I used to buy these scratch lottery tickets. I figure health, that goes up and down. Money, now that lasts forever. We're really live here now at Dove Valley, the wonderful Denver Broncos training facility that I will not be allowed into during training camp or anytime soon due to that pesky restraining order. But if I stand in front of this sign, it does give me credibility. So you watch out, Woody Paige, and you watch out, Mike Kliss, and you watch out, Jeff Legwold, because there's a new guy in town. He's young, super ripped, half your age, and hungry. He's hungry for the scoop. And no, Woody Paige, I'm not talking about ice cream. Everybody and their mother knows the biggest question mark for the Broncos heading into training camp is their offensive line. We have one returning starter, Luis Vasquez at right guard. Other than that, every position's up for grabs. Center, is it gonna be Gino Gradowski? Matt, take me away to the Paradise City Paradise? Or Max Garcia? At left tackle, can Ty Sambrailo protect Peyton Manning's blind spot? Will Peyton Manning go blind because he's really old? Now, if you're really worried about the offensive line, I'm here to tell you don't, because everybody knows the O-line is the easiest position to play in all of sports. Now, to demonstrate how easy training camp is for offensive linemen, I've hired a stunt double, Greg Mihaljevic, 3-time motocross champ.
Vroom vroom.
To do all of the heavy lifting for me. Let's go get him, Greg.
That one might be a job for the pros, Mr. Perna.
And on the defensive side of the ball, I think we're going to be the best team in the NFL. We've got DeMarcus Ware returning, Von Miller, and Shane Ray to crush quarterbacks. The linebacking spot, if Danny Trevathan and Brandon Marshall remain healthy, they may be the nastiest linebackers in the league. Am I getting ahead of myself and saying the Broncos are going to win Super Bowl 50? Yeah, you better believe it. Go Broncos!
And Brandon Perna is right here.
Thank you guys for having me.
That's funny stuff.
I think that's better stuff than I gave earlier.
A tour of training camp. So Brandon, you've been doing these videos for quite a while now, haven't you?
This will be the 3rd season I cover for the Broncos.
And when you say cover,
yeah, that's up for interpretation.
Have they given you credentials? Have you asked for credentials?
I've sent some emails that haven't been returned. But yeah, it's been a struggle to try to get credentials. So
what prompted you to start this?
Well, I worked for a company in Los Angeles that sort of cultivated YouTubers, and I was editing video and directing there, and I thought, these guys are making a ton of money doing this, I think I can do it. And so I didn't know what I wanted to talk about, so I just started with the only thing I'm really passionate about, and that's football and the Broncos. So I started making Broncos videos and just uploading them to a channel. And it's going pretty well. I'm not making the money that they are, but I enjoy doing it.
Stealing your mother's money.
Exactly.
How many people have seen the videos so far? Altogether, how many people have seen your videos?
I don't know. My channel has a little over 4 million views.
Wow.
But I work for a website, Mile High Huddle, and I publish videos there too regularly, so I'm not exactly sure.
Have you thought about, I've been 42 camps, I guess. a ladder would have been a good because you could actually get in the parking lot. I once went to the Oakland Raiders camp and they wouldn't let me go to practice, and I found an apartment complex behind their camp.
Oh, nice.
Just when they were in Los Angeles, and I went and paid a lady. Said, I'll pay you $10 if I can come in and stand on your deck for a while. And so you're doing interesting stuff, but I think that free your mind a little bit and think about, if you took a tall ladder out there, you could stand on top of it and look into training camp. And
until they shoot you from the top of the building.
No, they'll come out, but you can't get in anyway, so what difference does it make when they say, okay, so they have you arrested,
Yeah,
now
but then
you got
you'd
a
really
video.
have a restraining order.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you wouldn't even be allowed in the parking
And you
lot.
missed my thing today. I pulled in, and you could go with this. I came down the other way toward the Justice Center, and it says media parking. You can park in there. You can do a video of that. And I went in and parked and found out, because there were a lot of vans and trucks and media stuff there, and I got right in there. I was parked where the media was parking for the Holmes trial.
Oh, okay.
Which is behind the Justice, really. And I thought, oh, I'm the only guy that's found this parking lot.
Can you monetize these?
Yeah, on YouTube you can monetize the videos.
Yeah. If you get a lot of views, you get paid for it.
I need
Yeah.
like quadruple the views to make any good money.
All right, any one video. Let's say you produce a video for this week, you upload it. How many views are you going to get on that one video on the average?
Right now they're hitting about 7,000 or 8,000 views.
Okay.
Once the season starts, that should jump significantly from 30 to 100, 150,000. It really depends on the week, what kind of happens during a game, and who the Broncos are playing. What I've learned is if they're playing a team that has a very active and strong fan base, then you're going to get a lot more views. So last year, my Seattle Seahawks preseason video got well over 100,000.
And they're playing
And they're playing them again
same
this year.
team in the beginning.
Exactly.
It's very creative. If you want me to come show up every once in a while, I'll just kind of stand behind you and not say anything.
That would be awesome.
Les appears at the opening of a refrigerator.
Did he just
when
say,
the light comes on.
Did he just say he'd stand behind you and not say anything? That's a lie.
Well, my question is,
because I think it's very creative. It was very professionally done. That was the first thing that impressed me, is that it's very, it's not amateur quality. It's very professional quality.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's because I started as a video editor and shooting video, so I know how to do those things. I didn't start with any intentions to be a journalist or to cover sports, obviously. Yeah, and I'm still not pretending to be one of those guys. But
It looked like you were pretending. That's
Have you had anybody ring you up and say, "Good stuff. Maybe we can do something with this"?
us.
you guys,
Yeah.
and so far,
I mean, a legitimate
Brendan
show.
did.
When I first arrived in Denver, I moved back about 6 months ago, and Vic Lombardi reached out to me. He saw a tweet that indicated I was here, and he said, "Give me a call." And I've been producing basically a monthly segment for his Sunday night sports show.
Oh, fun.
So he's been really supportive, which has been awesome.
Yeah, I just was out there talking to him, and he never mentioned you. So.
Well, maybe next time he will.
You need to submit that stuff to the NFL Network or Comedy Central. Or,
I
or
tweet
somebody,
them.
right?
I tweet it to them a lot, and they ignore me.
They
Well,
respond as much as the Broncos do
Here's
to your
another
credential
thing you
request.
can do is you can do one and show up here.
Awesome, yeah.
We want them for us.
I'll
Absolutely.
make as many videos as you guys want.
Yeah.
Skype them in next time.
All right,
From the studio.
tell me about your love for the Broncos. Have you lived here your whole life?
I was born in Denver, and I lived here until I was about 5, and then grew up in Pueblo. And then I moved to Wichita, Kansas in '96. So that first season when the Broncos won the Super Bowl. And I was in Chiefs territory. All my friends were Chiefs fans. I was the only Broncos lover out there. And to have them win the Super Bowl that year, I think really ignited my passion, because I would have to go to school when they would lose and just take it from everybody. And the Chiefs were good then, so when the Broncos and Chiefs played, it was pretty competitive. And then I moved back here.
Is that a Fit bracelet? I mean, is that?
Yeah.
Let me give you a piece of advice about that. Fit just told me that I'm doing really good, I put it on my dog, and so it gets a lot of steps every day. So if you want a cheat fit, I know how to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Put it on somebody's bicycle, and it'll work. So I'm just helping you out here. That would be a whole segment for you.
Well, I got 3 dots right now, so I'm doing all right.
Yeah, great. Do you have a dog?
We do.
Yeah. Hey, hello. I just, when you go to bed at night, put it on the dog, and Fit will be sending you awards and stuff like that. So
I have a question for you guys. Am I the first person you have in here who works exclusively from their parents' basement?
No.
Good.
No.
That makes me feel a lot better about what I'm doing.
And I think you're right near the top of the guy that does the tricks with the Oreo cookies. He was a big success here too. So he works from his mother's basement in England.
Oh wow.
Is this a full-time gig for you?
Sort of. When I lived in Los Angeles, I was freelance video editing, so that's how I was making a living. But now that I'm back here and I'm actually in my parents' basement, I don't have rent to pay, so I'm trying to make this my full-time job.
Yeah.
And he steals his mother's drugs, and he goes out and sells them out of the back of his car.
She told me I couldn't tell you guys what drugs those were, so I'll just keep quiet on it.
Well, what's next? Where do you take this next? What do you do with this?
Vic Lombardi.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Us.
just gonna keep plugging away.
Well, we're gonna work with you.
Yeah, I think about,
I'm gonna stand in the background.
from last year to this time, I did about 200 videos, all on my own. So I write it and shoot it. Not all of them are great. Well, most of them are bad, but some are all right. I get some news in there every now and then.
Would you join us before the Seattle game from your parents' basement? Is that where your studio is?
Yeah.
We want you to Skype us and do a show from your mom's basement. I think you could call it that, from my parents' basement or something like that.
I would love to do that.
Well, let's work out
Tell
something.
me you're not in
We'll
your
try to help you.
underwear the whole
No,
time.
I usually have pants on.
Cheetos.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Cheetos. He's eating Cheetos, and he's watching porn.
Well, Brandon, it's funny stuff. It's great stuff, and
Thank you.
And hopefully this thing starts mushrooming, and we'll give you a little more pub if that's all right
That
with you.
would be awesome. Yes.
And
Or we'll meet
and
you at a
hopefully you'll
pub.
get your credentials to the Broncos.
Yeah, exactly.
Soon. We'll put in a good word for you.
That might help.
Yeah.
Brandon, thank you very much. And how can people find you now?
You can just go to YouTube, and the channel name is That's Good Sports.
I think
That's
you should
good
stick with
sports.
us. We got Jesse in to training camp today. If we can get Jesse, who's one of our interns, in, I think we can get you in.
Okay.
Awesome.
This is going to be a really stupid question, but I'm kind of a stickler for this stuff.
Gotcha.
When it says that's good, what is it again?
That's Good Sports, or That's Good Broncos.
That's good sports. There's no apostrophe.
Yeah, that's
Is
intentional.
That on purpose?
That's
okay,
intentional.
that's what I thought.
I thought the name
that's
sounded
that's
silly.
the old guy in
right.
me, and that's sorry about that.
Well,
I-
no,
that's what I figured.
It's one of those. To me, it's like a little joke,
Yeah.
like that lets you know right away this isn't very serious.
That's what
and
I
it's all,
thought.
I put it
Okay.
all as one word as well. So
I'd put in parentheses, that's meant to be a joke.
yeah, sometimes you got to spell it
And
out.
spell that's right
Correctly.
But you're
because
from
idiots like me will ask about it.
you're from the
No, it's good. You're the first person to ask.
You're
No.
the,
Yes.
Come
You're
on.
from the Bill Romanowski School of
Grammar.
of English. I'll tell you a quick story. And you've never heard this. I'm at a charity event, and Bill Romanowski's wife, who was very outspoken, came up to me and started pushing me and telling me that what I had written about her was miserable and she wasn't going to take it, and she was causing a scene in this big charity event. And I said, I didn't write that. The guy for the other paper wrote it. So.
Did you write it?
No,
Oh,
it was
okay.
Bob Kravitz wrote it. So,
All right, hey,
Be prepared.
we're going to let you pretend to be a journalist right now, okay?
Oh,
we're going to go
God.
to the phone right now, and we're going to bring in Broncos Broncos wide receiver in his second year, Cody Latimer from the University of Indiana. Cody, you hear us?
Not yet.
No, not yet? Okay,
really put
give
me
us a
on the
couple
spot here.
seconds. We're dialing him up right now, or he's dialing us up.
yeah, we're like a YouTube. We should be in somebody's basement. We are in somebody's
We
basement.
are. This is the man cave.
Les's mom's basement. Look back there. You'll see his mom. She's
there
the
she
one
is.
who
It's not really my mom.
makes us work. So anyway,
I think one of the
It's
first.
the picture that came in the frame when we bought the frame.
Just left it. That's funny.
yeah. And so in your studio, you can now use this in the basement Does it look like a studio or does it look like a basement? Are the pipes
It sort of
coming
looks
down?
like a studio.
Is it leaking water and stuff like that?
No, the pipes are sealed.
How many games have you seen in your life?